Hey guitar people, I got some cool ending licks and turnarounds that you could use in a blues, especially for acoustic blues. I'm out here in Virginia. I'm outside, obviously. I don't know what our lighting situation's gonna be like. May have to move the camera around a few different times, but we'll see how it goes. Now, since this is a lot of different examples, I don't know how this is gonna come out at the end of the video. If it's gonna be like rapid fire, like here's one, here's the next, here's the next. But I'm gonna spend some time so you can get the tabs in there and slow playthroughs on each one. But I got a few examples, so let's just go. So we're going to go through a couple of different examples, and there is some variations on each one of these. We'll start out with this one that you may know. It's going to be in the key of E, so over E, A7, a B7, and an E. And, you would do something like... Or you could go for the end of a song. Now I'm going to go through a couple of these and then we'll put some tabs up, do it slow. Here's for a turnaround. We could do an ending like this. And of course, there's the one from Van Halen's Ice Cream Man, which is an old blues song. So let's dive into a couple of these. So as an example, something that I use one of these for is the 9-pound hammer. Right there, and I'm doing... Let's do that slow. So when I pick, I'm doing these low strings, and then I strum that high E, and I leave that high E alone. So I'll do it again. And then I do all three and hammer on to that G string. So for that one, there's a lot of variations that you could do, and it all depends on the placement of when you strike the high E string. You could go. See how I didn't strike it every time? Or you could go and that's all. It's all of them at the same time every time. And if you were going to close a tune out at the end of it, you could do something like hang on and then end it. I like that quality. It's so what I'm doing is I'm fretting that high G sharp here and then open E, all three, come down on your F sharp, and then your E. E, G sharp, E. Or you could grab your F sharp here and your string 1 and 2, strike them all three together, and slide up to the G sharp there. It's like playing a G sharp here. And the other two strings. Or it's like doing this. Or like this. Same idea, right? It's just a new way to do it. So you can experiment with all that kind of stuff. So let's see what else we got. So for this one, I use this when I play the Key to the Highway, which I use it at the intro and at the very end of the song. And like, here, I'll play the intro. I got the key to the highway, built I'm bound to go. I'm gonna leave here run because walking is most too slow. Something like that. And I use it at the very end too, because it just has like a closing quality to it. What you're doing is you're taking a B and another B, and you're just walking this one up chromatically, and this one goes chromatically the other way. So this one comes here, and this one comes here, then this one comes here, and this one comes here. And then you end on your E chord into a B7. There's one, and there's a lot of variations on this. So you could go like, or like, and what I'm doing is like, I'm taking a chunk from a larger idea. Like the idea is like a D dominant 7 shape, and it's like when you do this. But I'm not adding in the high E string. What I'm doing is I'm just like taking that out and I'm leaving it as an open string. Or you can go like same time. There's all kinds of variations that you could do with this. I would just experiment. So with this one here, you can go the other way too. You can go. And how would you use that? I use this in Key to the Highway as well when I go. Too big of a bend there. That's okay. There's nobody around to hear me. Man, so if I wanted to change keys, how would I do that? Because all this is easy. It's in the key of E and we're using open strings. How would you do that? Well, let's go figure it out. So let's take a look at this one. What if we went to, like, say, the key of A? How would you do that? Well, it starts on, in this one, starts on our B, right? Which is our number 5. So let's go to A. This is our home bass, home chord. So and our starting note is going to be our E, right? Because that's our number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we grab the E, and it's octave, high E. This one's going to go up. And this E is going to go down. Like this. So then what do? Well, we got to go to our home base, our A, and I'm hammering on to that major 3 there. Whoa. Ended off with an E, and then you're back home, right? What about if we did like our Van Halen one from Ice Cream Man? That what if we went to the key of A on that one? So that one actually starts on our root note. So in A, that's going to be on our A, right? We got the 2 A's, right? Because we started with 2 E's. And then our bottom one goes up to our major 3rd. And then it goes up chromatically. So we know we're going to go. How about our top one? Our top one has to drop a whole step. So it makes a dominant sound. So let's check that out. Or you could go. So what about for this one? Like if you were in the key of A, that's going to be a little bit tricky. I wouldn't be playing it exactly the same way, because what you're going to have is, and then you got to grab this A up here. You'd have to go like I would never play this. What I would do is I would go like this. And I'd go. Or what I would actually do if it was like a jam situation, you know, I'd probably just go. Right? Like I would just leave the high E string out of it. Or like what else could you do? I mean, like you could add in the high E string and do the whole chord. Right? That's like. And there's your A from an A chord. I think Jimi Hendrix does that in Red House. It's been like 20 years since I've heard that song, but I'm pretty sure he does that. And you know, these ideas are awesome to have in your back pocket, because instead of doing something like that's a cool turnaround, you know, but having something like it's like that old time smoky blues kind of thing, right? Where it's like it's like very acoustic quality blues. Because hang on, when you're playing an acoustic guitar, you know, you have to kind of approach it a totally different way than you would in electric, because you don't have all that sustain, you don't have the, like grit, and harmony is your friend on an acoustic guitar. You want harmony, because those strings, like if they're like ringing together, I'm trying to say, and you have like certain frequencies that are kind of out of it, you know, like you might have like that, like climb up. It's like real wobbly. and then it like resolves. That sounds awesome on an acoustic guitar. I mean, it sounds cool on an electric as well, but since acoustics, you know, they can't, like, they aren't able to do all the same stuff that an electric can do. So you have to like compensate and do things in other kinds of ways, right? So that's why it's a good idea to have these kind of things in your back pocket that just helps out a lot. And the more stuff you know, the more stuff you'll know. I'll see you guys next time. You just keep on picking.